Hey everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Saga. Ever feel like you're dragging yourself through the day, fueled by caffeine and willpower alone? Like your energy is a battery stuck on low, no matter how much sleep you get? You're not alone. In our fast-paced, always-on world, fatigue has become an unwelcome companion for many. There once was a talented architect named Maya. She was juggling demanding projects, family life, and a never-ending to-do list. But beneath her accomplishments, she carried a deep exhaustion, a weariness that seemed to seep into every corner of her life. One afternoon, while attempting to focus on a complex blueprint, she found herself staring blankly at the page, her mind foggy, her body heavy. "I feel like I'm running a marathon with no finish line in sight," she sighed. "I'm constantly tired, no matter what I do." Determined to find a solution, Maya stumbled upon the wisdom of the Stoics, those ancient philosophers who championed resilience and inner peace amidst life's challenges. She began to explore their practical teachings on navigating stress, cultivating balance, and finding sustainable energy. Weeks later, a noticeable shift occurred. Maya found herself waking up feeling refreshed, with a newfound vitality to tackle her day. She moved through her tasks with focus and ease, no longer feeling drained by the demands of her life. It was as if she discovered a hidden reserve of strength she never knew she had. Maya's story is a reminder that fatigue doesn't have to be our constant companion. By adopting Stoic practices, we can reclaim our energy, find balance, and live with renewed vitality. In this episode, we'll explore 10 Stoic practices to overcome daily fatigue. We'll delve into the wisdom of ancient philosophers and combine it with modern insights to help you recharge your batteries and live with greater zest. So, grab a refreshing drink, settle in, and get ready to rediscover your natural energy. Let's begin. 1. Digital exposure. Reducing the use of digital devices to avoid energy drain. All right, folks, let's kick things off with a topic that's close to home for many of us: our relationship with technology. Now, before you reach for your phone to check your notifications, hear me out. I'm not suggesting we all become hermits and retreat to a tech-free cave, though, hey, if that's your jam, go for it. But let's be real, our devices can be major energy vampires, subtly draining our vitality with their constant demands for attention. Think about it. How often do you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media, feeling a sense of emptiness rather than fulfillment? Or how about those times when you're supposed to be relaxing, but you can't resist the urge to check your email just one more time, only to find yourself sucked into a vortex of to-dos and anxieties? It's like we're addicted to the digital dopamine rush, the instant gratification that comes with each notification, each like, each comment. But this constant state of hyperstimulation can leave us feeling scattered, overwhelmed, and utterly exhausted. The Stoics, those wise philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, didn't have smartphones and social media to contend with, but they did understand the importance of managing our attention and energy. Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher and statesman, emphasized the value of living intentionally, of choosing how we spend our precious time and energy. He wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." So, how can we apply this Stoic wisdom to our digital lives? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time on your devices. Do you feel energized and inspired, or do you feel drained and depleted? Do you feel connected to yourself and the world around you, or do you feel disconnected and dissatisfied? Once you're aware of the impact your digital habits have on your energy, you can start making conscious choices about how you use your devices. Here are a few practical tips to consider. Set boundaries. Create tech-free zones in your home or during certain times of the day, like mealtimes or an hour before bed. Treat your bedroom as a sanctuary for sleep, not a place to scroll through social media or answer emails. Curate your digital diet. Just like you choose healthy foods to nourish your body, choose healthy digital content to nourish your mind. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate or stressed, and limit your exposure to negative news and social media drama. Seek out content that inspires you, uplifts you, and expands your horizons. Take breaks. Step away from your devices regularly throughout the day. Get up and stretch, go for a walk in nature, or simply close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Give your mind a chance to rest and recharge. Use technology mindfully. Instead of mindlessly scrolling, be intentional about how you use your devices. Set specific time limits for social media. Use apps that block distracting websites and prioritize real-life interactions over virtual ones. Think of it this way. Your energy is a precious resource, like a well that can run dry if you're not careful. Every time you get sucked into the digital vortex, you're depleting that well. By managing your digital exposure, you're essentially replenishing your energy reserves, freeing up vitality for the things that truly matter: your relationships, your passions, your well-being. The Greek philosopher Socrates believed in the importance of self-awareness, of knowing thyself. By becoming aware of how your digital habits affect your energy, you can make conscious choices that support your well-being. So, my friends, take control of your digital life. Set boundaries, curate your content, take breaks, and use technology mindfully. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." 2. Time management and organization. Organizing time and setting priorities to reduce feelings of exhaustion. All right, folks, let's talk about time, that elusive resource that seems to slip through our fingers like sand. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people seem to accomplish so much more than others, and often with more energy to spare. What's their secret? It often boils down to effective time management and organization. Think about it. How often do you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by a never-ending to-do list, juggling multiple tasks and scrambling to meet deadlines? This constant state of busyness can be incredibly draining, leaving you feeling depleted and discouraged. The Stoics recognized the importance of living intentionally, of choosing how we spend our time and energy. Seneca, in his Letters from a Stoic, wrote, "It is not that we have so little time, but that we lose so much. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully." So, how can we apply this Stoic wisdom to our modern lives? It starts with taking control of our time, rather than letting it control us. Here are a few practical strategies to consider. Prioritize ruthlessly. Not all tasks are created equal. Identify the most important tasks that align with your goals and values, and focus your energy on those. Learn to say no to commitments that drain your time and energy without contributing to your overall well-being. Plan your day. Take a few minutes each morning or the night before to plan your day. Create a schedule, prioritize your tasks, and allocate specific time slots for focused work. This will help you stay organized and avoid feeling overwhelmed by a chaotic to-do list. Break down large tasks, large projects can feel daunting and overwhelming. Break them down into smaller, more manageable chunks. This will make them seem less intimidating and help you make steady progress without feeling drained. Eliminate time wasters. Identify the activities that drain your time and energy without providing much value. This could be excessive social media scrolling, binge-watching TV shows, or getting caught up in unproductive meetings. Be mindful of how you spend your time and make conscious choices to eliminate or reduce time-wasting activities. Schedule breaks. Don't try to power through your day without taking breaks. Schedule short breaks throughout your day to rest, recharge, and clear your mind. This will help you maintain focus and energy throughout the day. Think of it this way: your time is like a garden. You can choose to let it become overgrown with weeds of distractions and unimportant tasks, or you can cultivate it carefully, planting seeds of intention and nurturing them with focused effort. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This applies to time management as well. Don't waste time agonizing over how to be more organized and productive. Take action, implement these strategies, and become the master of your own time. So, my friends, take control of your time. Prioritize ruthlessly. Plan your day. Break down large tasks. Eliminate time wasters, and schedule breaks. As the philosopher Seneca wisely said, "Life is long if you know how to use it." 3. Daily routine. Following a stable routine to help maintain energy and effectiveness. All right, let's talk about the power of routine. Now, before you start picturing a rigid, monotonous schedule that sucks all the joy out of life, hear me out. I'm not talking about a soul-crushing minute-by-minute itinerary that dictates your every move. I'm talking about creating a gentle rhythm for your day, a framework that supports your energy and well-being. Think of it like this. Imagine a symphony orchestra. Without a conductor, without a score, the musicians would just be playing random notes, creating a cacophony of sound. But with a conductor, with a clear structure and rhythm, those same musicians can create beautiful, harmonious music. Similarly, a daily routine can act as your conductor, providing a structure that allows your energy to flow smoothly and harmoniously throughout the day. It can help you establish healthy habits, reduce decision fatigue, and create a sense of stability and predictability in your life. The Stoics believed in the importance of living in accordance with nature, of aligning our actions with the natural rhythms of the universe. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "Let everything you do be done as if it were the last thing you were doing in your life." This doesn't mean you should live each day as if it were your last, but rather to approach each task with intention and focus, as if it were a vital part of a larger symphony. So, how can you create a daily routine that supports your energy and well-being? Here are a few tips to consider. Start with the basics. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Wake up and go to bed around the same time each day, even on weekends, to regulate your body's natural rhythm. Prioritize morning rituals. Start your day with activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This could include meditation, exercise, journaling, or simply enjoying a quiet cup of coffee while watching the sunrise. Schedule your day. Create a loose schedule for your day, including time for work, rest, and play. This doesn't have to be rigid, but having a general plan can help you stay on track and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Incorporate healthy habits. Make time for activities that support your energy and well-being, such as exercise, healthy meals, and spending time in nature. Be flexible. Life is full of surprises, so don't be afraid to adjust your routine as needed. The key is to find a balance between structure and flexibility, creating a rhythm that supports your energy without feeling restrictive. Think of it this way. Your daily routine is like a garden. You can choose to let it become overgrown with weeds of procrastination and distractions, or you can cultivate it carefully, planting seeds of intention and nurturing them with consistent effort. The philosopher Aristotle believed that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. By establishing a healthy daily routine, you're essentially creating habits that support your energy and well-being. So, my friends, create a daily routine that works for you. Start with the basics. Prioritize morning rituals, schedule your day, incorporate healthy habits, and be flexible. As the philosopher Immanuel Kant said, act only according to that maxim whereby you can, at the same time, will that it should become a universal law. Fourth, quality sleep, emphasizing the importance of deep, continuous sleep to restore vitality. All right, folks, let's talk about something we all love but often don't get enough of: sleep. In our go-go-go society, sleep is often seen as a luxury, something to be squeezed in between work, social commitments, and endless to-do lists. But the truth is, quality sleep is essential for our physical and mental well-being, and it plays a crucial role in combating fatigue. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a smartphone. Throughout the day, you're using it constantly, making calls, sending messages, browsing the internet, taking photos. By the end of the day, that battery is running low. You need to plug it in and recharge overnight to ensure it's ready for the next day. Similarly, sleep is like recharging your internal battery. It's a time for your body and mind to rest, repair, and rejuvenate. When you get enough quality sleep, you wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to tackle the day. But when you skimp on sleep, you're essentially running on fumes, and fatigue is inevitable. The Stoics understood the importance of aligning our actions with the natural rhythms of the universe, and that includes the natural cycle of sleep and wakefulness. Epictetus, a Greek Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of taking care of our bodies, recognizing that our physical well-being is intertwined with our mental and emotional well-being. So, how can we prioritize quality sleep and combat fatigue? Here are a few tips to consider. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends, to regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Wind down an hour or two before bed by dimming the lights, reading a book, taking a warm bath, or listening to calming music. Avoid stimulating activities like watching TV or scrolling through social media. Optimize your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Invest in a comfortable mattress, pillows, and bedding. Avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed. These substances can interfere with your sleep quality and prevent you from getting the deep, restful sleep you need. Get regular exercise. Physical activity can help improve sleep quality, but avoid exercising too close to bedtime. Manage stress. Stress and anxiety can significantly impact your sleep. Practice relaxation techniques like meditation or deep breathing to calm your mind before bed. Think of it this way. Sleep is like hitting the reset button on your body and mind. It allows you to clear out the mental clutter, repair any damage, and recharge your energy reserves. The philosopher and physician Galen recognized the importance of sleep for restoring balance and harmony in the body. He believed that sleep allowed the body to cook and assimilate the nutrients from the day, promoting healing and rejuvenation. So, my friends, prioritize quality sleep. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, create a relaxing bedtime routine, optimize your sleep environment, and manage stress. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, sleep is the best meditation. 5. Work-life balance. Achieving a healthy balance between personal and professional life. All right, let's talk about a topic that's often easier said than done: work-life balance. In our hustle-driven culture, it's easy to get caught up in the glorification of busyness, of constantly striving and pushing ourselves to the limit. But the truth is, neglecting our personal lives in pursuit of professional success can lead to burnout, resentment, and a whole lot of fatigue. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a tightrope walker. To maintain balance, you need to constantly adjust your weight, shifting your focus from one side to the other. If you lean too far in one direction, you risk losing your balance and falling. Similarly, in life, we need to find a balance between our work and personal lives. If we focus too much on one area, neglecting the other, we risk toppling over, feeling depleted and unfulfilled. The Stoics believed in the importance of living in harmony with nature, of finding a balance between our inner world and the external demands of life. Epictetus, in his discourses, emphasized the importance of recognizing what is within our control and what is not. He said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. While we can't always control our workload or the demands of our jobs, we can control how we respond to those demands. We can choose to set boundaries, prioritize our well-being, and make time for activities that nourish our souls." So, how can we achieve a healthier work-life balance and combat fatigue? Here are a few tips to consider. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries between your work and personal life. This could mean setting specific work hours, turning off notifications after work, or creating a dedicated workspace at home to separate your professional and personal life. Prioritize self-care. Make time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This could include exercise, spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies, or simply relaxing with loved ones. Learn to say no. It's okay to say no to commitments that drain your time and energy without contributing to your overall well-being. Prioritize the activities that truly matter to you. Take breaks. Don't try to power through your workday without taking breaks. Get up and move around, step outside for some fresh air, or simply close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Unplug. Make time each day to disconnect from technology and reconnect with yourself and the world around you. This could mean going for a walk without your phone, reading a book, or simply enjoying a quiet moment of reflection. Think of it this way: your life is like a garden. To thrive, it needs a balance of sunshine and rain, of activity and rest, of work and play. By neglecting one area, you risk withering the other. The philosopher Aristotle believed in the importance of finding a balance between all aspects of life: intellectual, physical, emotional, and social. He called this the golden mean, the sweet spot between extremes. So, my friends, strive for a healthy work-life balance. Set boundaries, prioritize self-care, learn to say no, take breaks, and unplug. As the philosopher Bertrand Russell said, "A happy life must be to a great extent a quiet life, for it is only in an atmosphere of quiet that true joy can live. 6. Stress management. Effective strategies to manage stress and regain calm. All right, folks, let's talk about stress. That unwelcome visitor that seems to show up at the worst possible times. Whether it's a looming deadline, a conflict with a loved one, or simply the daily grind of modern life. Stress can take a toll on our energy levels, leaving us feeling drained and depleted. Think of it like this. Imagine your mind is a calm, clear pool of water. When stress enters the picture, it's like someone throws a handful of pebbles into the pool, creating ripples and disrupting the tranquility. Those ripples can make it difficult to see clearly, to think calmly, and to access our inner resources. The Stoics understood that stress is an inevitable part of life, but they also believed that we have the power to choose how we respond to it. Epictetus, in his Enchiridion, wrote, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." In other words, it's not the external events themselves that cause us stress, but our interpretations of those events. So, how can we manage stress and regain calm? Here are a few Stoic strategies to consider. Identify your stressors. What are the situations, people, or thoughts that trigger stress for you? Once you're aware of your triggers, you can start to develop strategies for dealing with them. Challenge your thoughts. When you find yourself feeling stressed, pay attention to your thoughts. Are they negative, catastrophic, or unrealistic? Challenge those thoughts and replace them with more positive, realistic ones. Practice mindfulness. Bring your attention to the present moment without judgment. Focus on your breath, your senses, and the simple act of being. This can help you detach from stressful thoughts and emotions. Engage in physical activity. Exercise is a powerful stress reliever. It releases endorphins, improves mood, and helps you burn off excess energy. Connect with nature. Spending time in nature has been shown to reduce stress and promote relaxation. Go for a walk in the park, hike in the woods, or simply sit under a tree and breathe in the fresh air. Prioritize self-care. Make time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This could include reading, listening to music, taking a bath, or spending time with loved ones. Think of it this way. Your mind is like a garden. Stress is like a weed that can choke out the beautiful flowers of peace and joy. By practicing stress management techniques, you're essentially weeding your mental garden, creating space for tranquility and well-being to flourish. The Roman Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So, my friends, take control of your stress. Identify your stressors, challenge your thoughts, practice mindfulness, engage in physical activity, connect with nature, and prioritize self-care. As the philosopher Seneca wisely said, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. 7. Exercise and nutrition. The role of physical activity and proper nutrition in boosting energy. All right, let's talk about the dynamic duo of energy, exercise and nutrition. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Oh great, another lecture on healthy living," hear me out. I'm not here to preach about kale smoothies and marathon training, though those are great too. But the truth is, what you put into your body and how you move it has a profound impact on your energy levels. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a car. If you fill it with low-quality fuel and neglect regular maintenance, it's going to sputter, stall, and eventually break down. But if you fuel it with premium gas and keep it well-tuned, it's going to run smoothly and efficiently. Similarly, your body needs the right fuel and regular movement to function at its best. When you nourish your body with wholesome foods and engage in regular physical activity, you're essentially giving it the premium fuel and tune-up it needs to thrive. The Stoics believed in the importance of taking care of our physical bodies, recognizing that our physical well-being is intertwined with our mental and emotional well-being. Musonius Rufus, a Roman Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of moderation and balance in all things, including diet and exercise. So, how can we optimize our exercise and nutrition to boost our energy levels? Here are a few tips to consider. Nourish your body. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. These foods provide sustained energy and essential nutrients that your body needs to function optimally. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and decreased cognitive function. Make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Move your body. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. This could include brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, or dancing. Find activities you enjoy and make them a regular part of your routine. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your body's signals and adjust your exercise and nutrition accordingly. If you're feeling tired, take a break or opt for a gentler form of exercise. If you're feeling sluggish, nourish your body with a healthy meal or snack. Think of it this way: your body is a temple. Treat it with respect, nourish it with wholesome foods, and move it with joy and intention. The philosopher Plato believed that lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being, while movement and methodical physical exercise save it and preserve it. So, my friends, prioritize exercise and nutrition. Fuel your body with wholesome foods, stay hydrated, move your body regularly, and listen to your body's signals. As the proverb says, a healthy mind in a healthy body. 8. Connection with nature and meditation. The importance of connecting with nature and practicing meditation to restore balance and energy. All right, folks, let's talk about the healing power of nature and meditation. In our modern world, with its concrete jungles and constant digital distractions, it's easy to lose touch with the natural world, with the rhythms and cycles that have sustained life for millennia. But reconnecting with nature, whether it's a walk in the park, a hike in the woods, or simply sitting under a tree, can be incredibly restorative, both for our bodies and our minds. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a plant that's been stuck indoors for too long. Your leaves are drooping, your stems are weak, and you're yearning for sunlight and fresh air. But when you're finally placed outside, bathed in the warmth of the sun and nourished by the rain, you begin to thrive. Your leaves perk up, your stems grow strong, and you blossom with renewed vitality. Similarly, we humans are deeply connected to the natural world. When we spend time in nature, we tap into a source of energy and vitality that can help us combat fatigue and restore balance. The sights, sounds, and smells of nature can soothe our senses, calm our minds, and reconnect us with the rhythms of the earth. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature, recognizing that we are an integral part of the natural world. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Similarly, we can say, waste no more time arguing about how connected we should be to nature. Be connected. But reconnecting with nature is only half the equation. To truly tap into our inner resources and combat fatigue, we also need to cultivate a practice of meditation. Meditation is like taking a deep dive into the ocean of our consciousness, exploring the depths of our being and connecting with the stillness that lies beneath the waves of our thoughts and emotions. So, how can we connect with nature and practice meditation to restore balance and energy? Here are a few tips to consider. Spend time in nature. Make time each day to connect with the natural world. This could be a walk in the park, a hike in the woods, gardening, or simply sitting under a tree and observing the beauty around you. Practice mindfulness in nature. Engage your senses fully. Notice the sights, sounds, smells, and textures of the natural world. Feel the ground beneath your feet, the breeze on your skin, the warmth of the sun. Establish a regular meditation practice. Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes and focus on your breath, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Start with a few minutes each day and gradually increase the duration as you feel comfortable. Combine nature and meditation. Find a peaceful spot in nature to meditate. Sit under a tree, by a stream, or on a mountaintop. Let the sounds of nature guide your meditation and enhance your connection to the present moment. Think of it this way. Nature is like a battery charger for your soul, and meditation is like plugging yourself in. By combining these two practices, you're essentially supercharging your energy and restoring balance to your being. The philosopher Henry David Thoreau, in his book Walden, wrote, "I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived." So, my friends, connect with nature and practice meditation. Recharge your batteries, find your inner peace, and live with renewed vitality. As the Zen proverb says, you should sit in meditation for 20 minutes every day, unless you're too busy. Then you should sit for an hour. 9. Surrounding environment. The influence of people around us on our energy levels. All right, let's talk about something that often flies under the radar when we discuss fatigue, our social environment. The people we surround ourselves with, the energy they exude, and the dynamics we create can have a profound impact on our own energy levels. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a sponge. When you're surrounded by positive, uplifting people, it's like being soaked in clean, refreshing water. You absorb their energy, their enthusiasm, their optimism, and you feel revitalized. But when you're surrounded by negative, draining people, it's like being soaked in murky, stagnant water. You absorb their negativity, their complaints, their pessimism, and you feel weighed down and depleted. The Stoics recognized the importance of choosing our company wisely. Epictetus, in his Enchiridion, wrote, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." This doesn't mean you should cut off all ties with people who are going through a tough time or who have different perspectives, but it does mean being mindful of the energy you allow into your life. So, how can we cultivate a positive social environment that supports our energy levels? Here are a few tips to consider. Surround yourself with positive people. Seek out relationships with people who inspire you, uplift you, and make you feel good about yourself. These are the people who will energize you and support you on your journey. Set boundaries with negative people. It's okay to set boundaries with people who drain your energy or bring you down. This could mean limiting your time with them, saying no to requests that you don't have the capacity for, or even distancing yourself from them if necessary. Cultivate healthy relationships. Nurture relationships that are based on mutual respect, support, and understanding. Communicate your needs clearly and be willing to listen to the needs of others. Be mindful of your own energy. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with different people. Do you feel energized and uplifted, or do you feel drained and depleted? Use this awareness to guide your choices about who you spend your time with. Contribute positive energy. Be the kind of person you want to attract into your life. Radiate positivity, offer support, and be a source of encouragement for others. Think of it this way. Your social environment is like a garden. You can choose to plant seeds of positivity, nurturing relationships that blossom with joy and support. Or you can allow weeds of negativity to take root, choking out the life and vitality of your garden. The philosopher Aristotle believed that humans are social creatures by nature, and that our relationships play a crucial role in our well-being. He wrote, "Man is by nature a social animal. An individual who is unsocial naturally and not accidentally is either beneath our notice or more than human. Society is something that precedes the individual. Anyone who either cannot lead the common life or is so self-sufficient as not to need to, and therefore does not partake of society, is either a beast or a god." So, my friends, cultivate a positive social environment. Surround yourself with uplifting people, set boundaries with negative ones, nurture healthy relationships, and be mindful of your own energy. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. 10. Dopamine management. Reducing reliance on instant gratification to achieve a better energy balance. All right, folks, let's talk about dopamine, that feel-good neurotransmitter that floods our brains when we experience pleasure. Now, dopamine isn't inherently bad. It's essential for motivation, learning, and reward-seeking behavior. But in our modern world, with its constant access to instant gratification, it's easy to become overly reliant on dopamine hits, leading to an imbalance that can leave us feeling depleted and unfulfilled. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a kid in a candy store. You're surrounded by sugary treats, and you can't resist the urge to indulge in every single one. You might feel a rush of excitement and pleasure in the moment, but soon after, you'll likely crash, feeling sluggish and unsatisfied. Similarly, when we constantly seek out instant gratification, whether it's through social media, video games, junk food, or other addictive behaviors, we're essentially flooding our brains with dopamine. This can lead to a desensitization to dopamine, meaning we need more and more stimulation to achieve the same level of pleasure. And when we don't get that dopamine hit, we feel bored, restless, and unmotivated. The Stoics believed in the importance of moderation and self-discipline. They understood that true happiness and fulfillment come not from chasing fleeting pleasures, but from living in accordance with virtue and reason. Epictetus, in his Discourses, wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So how can we manage our dopamine levels and achieve a better energy balance? Here are a few tips to consider. Delay gratification. Instead of immediately giving in to every urge or craving, practice delaying gratification. This could mean waiting a few minutes before checking your phone, saving that delicious dessert for the end of the meal, or choosing a challenging activity over a passive one. Engage in activities that provide long-term satisfaction. Focus on activities that bring you a sense of purpose, meaning, and accomplishment. This could be pursuing a hobby, learning a new skill, volunteering, or spending time with loved ones. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment and savor the simple pleasures in life. This could be enjoying a cup of tea, listening to the birds sing, or appreciating the beauty of a sunset. Limit exposure to dopamine triggers. Reduce your exposure to activities and substances that trigger excessive dopamine release, such as social media, video games, junk food, and drugs. Cultivate gratitude. Focus on the good things in your life and appreciate the abundance that surrounds you. This can help shift your focus away from cravings and desires. Think of it this way: your brain is like a garden. Instant gratification is like a quick-growing weed that can choke out the beautiful flowers of contentment and fulfillment. By managing your dopamine levels, you're essentially weeding your mental garden, creating space for lasting happiness and well-being to flourish. The philosopher Immanuel Kant believed in the importance of self-discipline and moral duty. He wrote, "Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end." In other words, don't let your pursuit of pleasure become an end in itself. Treat yourself with respect and prioritize your long-term well-being. So, my friends, manage your dopamine levels, delay gratification, engage in meaningful activities, practice mindfulness, limit exposure to dopamine triggers, and cultivate gratitude. As the philosopher Socrates wisely said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." And there you have it, my friends, 10 Stoic practices to help you overcome daily fatigue and reclaim your natural energy. It's a journey of self-discovery, of tuning into your body's wisdom, and of cultivating habits that support your well-being. Remember, fatigue is often a symptom of a deeper imbalance. By addressing these imbalances, we can tap into a wellspring of energy and vitality. We can reduce our digital exposure, master time management, establish a daily routine, prioritize quality sleep, find work-life balance, manage stress effectively, prioritize exercise and nutrition, connect with nature and meditation, cultivate a positive social environment, and manage our dopamine levels. It's a journey that requires self-awareness, discipline, and a willingness to make changes. But the rewards are well worth the effort. When we overcome fatigue, we unlock our potential for creativity, productivity, and joy. We create a life filled with vitality, purpose, and fulfillment. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Stoic Saga for more videos on Stoicism, self-improvement, and personal growth. And remember, my friends, the power to overcome fatigue and live with greater energy lies within you. So, go out there and reclaim your vitality. See you soon.